Good morning. Happy Fairy Friday. Hope everybody's had a wonderful week. And where I'm at, we've got a couple inches of snow on the ground. It usually happens this time of the year, right before Easter. So just a couple days and Easter will be here. Isn't it amazing how fast April has went by? Well, let there be wisdom, let there be light. Let me be challenged to open my sight. Let no harm ever be done, that all the realms may heal in the sun. Show us our highest good, and for our highest good be done. Blessed be, so it be. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what the fairies have to say for us on this fine snowy day. I'm sure we're not the only ones getting snowed on right before holiday. So I'm going to give the cards a couple shuffle and we'll get started. Okay, our first card today is protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. This card is a reminder to make sure you're spiritually grounded, which can add an extra layer of psychic protection. The simple way to do this is visualize a long tree root growing from the base of your spine and going deep down into the earth. The protection from the fairy ring of rainbow light can give you more confidence during your spiritual practice and meditation. So if you need an extra layer of spiritual security, ask the fairies of protection to provide it. So they're just protecting your spiritual practices and your spiritual work from any outside negativity. Isn't that wonderful how we get protected by the fairies and by spirit? And they help us sometimes even when we don't realize that we actually need the extra help. So that's awesome that they're there to protect us from all the unwanted vibes that get sent out to us sometimes, especially if you're an imp and you feel things. Sometimes you don't realize when the negativity has creeped in, so you need that extra little protection, and that's coming from the fairies today as transformation. So see, you need that extra shield of protection right now. This fairy tells you to surrender to transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. The Fairy of Transformation wishes to remind you that change can be more amazing than we can ever imagine. When we let go and surrender to the natural changes that occur in our lives, the process of transformation can be a beautiful experience. Change and transformation can also have a ripple effect on those around us. Sometimes people resist change, making it an unpleasant and painful experience. So seeing you willingly transform with love and trust may have a super positive influence on their personal experience of transformation. Isn't that wonderful? It's like when a butterfly transforms from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Butterflies are actually messengers from the spiritual realm. So if you see a butterfly, be aware of what's going on for you in your life or what you are thinking when you saw the butterfly. The butterfly can act as a spiritual exclamation mark, highlighting the answer to the question you asked during the reading. Whatever your current circumstances, know that things are changing and transforming for the highest good of all. Isn't that wonderful? How change, it is the solid. It is inevitable. It happens whether you like it or not. But change can be one of the most beautiful and rewarding things that ever happens. So don't fight it. Let it just flow naturally. You might be surprised. The last card for the day, which we all sometimes need to remember, is shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. And it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. The fairy of glamour is in a form of magic used to make something appear different from what it really is. It's seen in many fairy tales, such as Cinderella and Snow White, where fairy glamour is used by the evil queen to disguise herself as an old crone. In the simplest form, fairy glamour often involves using cosmetics to give the appearance of being more youthful. This could mean you're showing one face to the world while keeping your true face or true feelings hidden. Sometimes it's important to do this, especially if you feel threatened, but usually it's because you fear being seen for who you truly are. It comes down to learning to love yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a self accepting way. Once you are able to accept yourself, others will accept you too, as they're merely a reflection of what we think and feel about ourselves. It may be asking you to reflect on when you last wore a glamorous outfit or went to the hair salon. If you're neglecting yourself due to a busy job or home life, remember that making time for you is essential. Even if escaping for half an hour or taking a luxurious bath can help you feel uplifted and energized. Feeling good about yourself, no matter what your age, is beneficial, not just for you, but for those around you. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So, we want to let people see the real us. Let the beauty shine from within. It's kind of like the mask one, taking those masks off. So, we have a ring of protection around us that the fairies gave us while we transform into something beautiful so that we can shine from within. I hope something resonated with you on this wonderful Fairy Friday and Good Friday. I will see you on Sunday, which is Easter Sunday. Until then, go in love and light and have a wonderful Friday and Saturday. Thank you for listening.